Hey, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you may be, all 196,940,000 square miles of the planet Earth, like people like the 5% and the nation of Earth, nation of Islam used to say. It's a big Earth, huh? Well, I'm going live because I actually did this earlier privately, but I can't find the private to this yet. But I want to say, hey, this is your brother King Simon. Hotep, Shalom, Assalamu Alaikum, Airi, Wagwan, your brother there. There's a lot of exciting stuff coming up. Of course, we got a tribute to Dr. Delbert Blair coming up. Very exciting. Why we got to venerate and show respect to that elder. And that elder is going to be coming up. That tribute to that elder is going to be coming up very soon. And I want everybody to pay attention. It's happening September the 22nd in Brooklyn, New York at Nicholas Brooklyn, located at 1396 Fulton Street between New York and Brooklyn Avenues. Doors open at 3 p.m. The event starts at 4. And this tribute to Dr. Blair is going to be a special tribute because Dr. Blair meant so much to all of us that are going to be participating in the tribute. And right now, I'm with an elder. I'm not going to be bringing him on right now, but I'm in his house, Dr. Laila Africa. Those who know the world-renowned nutritionist, holistic naturopathic doctor, Dr. Africa. I'm at his home right now, but this particular live and YouTube broadcast is to show us why it is important that we show our love and respect to our elders. I decided to do this tribute to Dr. Delbert Blair only because the brother and the elder has been coming to me in my dreams. One of the first dreams that Dr. Blair came to me in was we were in a classroom setting and he was teaching something on the board and he was breaking down some mathematical stuff. And because a lot of people don't know that Dr. Blair was an engineer, he was a research scientist, he was also a historian, and he's taught in over 200 classes, 200 classrooms, 200 churches, over 200 churches, classrooms, and university. Brother had a lot of accolades. But what was key about Dr. Blair is that he was able to stretch your imagination beyond what you were taught by this society, what you was taught by this community, or what you was taught after colonialism or after slavery or what have you. And one thing about Dr. Blair, he was able to open up our minds because, I've been with Dr. Blair personally by ourselves because I used to bring him into New York. I was one of the last promoters to bring him into New York on a constant and consistent basis. People like A. Rashid used to bring him in. Sister Burke, who also called herself Hatshepsut, she has transitioned. I believe Brother Big Man also participated in bringing him in, and I believe Brother Shabazz also brought him in. But I was officially the last person that brought Dr. Blair in. And if you don't know who Dr. Blair is in family, please Google him up. He has lessons and teachings on the sun, on women, on magnetic teachings, on history, on the Dogons. He's had teachings dealing with extraterrestrials, in inner earth information and outer earth information, and how our bloodline is connected to those quote unquote extraterrestrials. And think about it. If 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 you were the enemy, and I'm not putting any color to it. I'm not putting any color to the enemy because, like John Henry Clark used to say, Baba John Henry Clark used to say, everybody was our enemy at one time. Everybody put us in slavery or had us in slavery or had us under some type of siege at one time. That's what John Henry Clark said. So if you were the enemy, wouldn't it behoove you to keep our greatness quiet, to keep our greatness a secret? So Dr. Blair used to say, we are the extraterrestrials. We are the descendant of those extra entities that came out of the universe, because we're not the only beings in the universe. Let's be quite clear about that. I've studied plant life and studied animal life and insect world, and I've seen some extraordinary things in the insect world that if they were big, you would consider that extraterrestrial. According to the movies that we watch, because a lot of the movies are mimicking nature. A lot of the movies that you see, they're mimicking, or things that you see that we are using as technology are mimicking plant life, are mimicking insect life, are mimicking things that they probably see in the Hubble telescope. Because one thing about Dr. Blair, like I said, he stretched our imagination like a rubber band until it popped. And when it popped, that's when you discover something new about that rubber band, that it only has a certain amount of elasticity to stretch until it goes beyond where it got to go. So we're doing that tribute to Dr. Blair on September 22nd, and we will be live streaming it on Joel Benjamin's platform. That's Joel Benjamin 528. So if you want to purchase the live stream, wherever you may be, and see the great people that will be presenting at the Dr. Blair event on September 22nd, please go to kingsimonproductions.eventbrite.com. Go into the description, scroll down, and you will see the link to the Joel Benjamin link on Eventbrite, and then you can pay for the link. It's only $25 for that link. But if you can make it in on September 22nd to that tribute, to our ancestral tribute to Dr. Blair, please do. It's going to be an extraordinary tribute. The man was born February 13th, I believe 1933. It was his birthday. 1933 was the year he was born, but he was born February 13th. And he would say that he got abducted. That was according to Dr. Blair. And Dr. Blair wasn't a person to lie. He was very straightforward, to the point, straightforward. He believed that everybody have their own truths, and however you deal with your truth, that's your truth. That's up to you. He has his truth, and you have your truth. But Dr. Blair knew and understood that he was abducted at one time, that in his astral realm he was able to travel to different planes and different realms. He understood astral traveling very well. Dr. Blair was even also into magnetic therapy. Dr. Blair was also into diodes and helping you to eliminate extra low frequency antennas and things around you, energy around you, so you wouldn't be obstructed, your body wouldn't be bodied. He dealt with magnets. So Dr. Blair had a vast amount of information, being that he was a research scientist and also a historian of, let me tell you something. I had a CD of Dr. Blair teaching on 250,000 years of history. Dr. Blair. I have a CD of Dr. Blair teaching on a 250,000 year history. Dr. Blair has taught at the Nation of Islam School back in the day in Chicago, because he's from Chicago. He's talked in over 200 university, churches, schools, and he was also a former pastor. So Dr. Blair knew his stuff, especially making his transition from being from the pastoral faith of Christianity and all that, but into the metaphysics and understanding the balance between the physical and spiritual, that there cannot be any physical without the spiritual existing, and vice versa. So Dr. Blair understood that on a higher level. That's the same reason he understood numerology, understood astrology, understood all these different modalities, but he focused on a lot of the inner earth dealings and the outer earth dealings, because Dr. Blair opened up the minds of many people. That's why we are doing this tribute to him. And I want to send them a donation, the Meta Center, because Tony is still running it, and various other people are still running the Meta Center. So if you get a chance, if you seriously want to support Dr. Blair's mission, Dr. Blair's books, because a lot of people, he never brought books. He used to bring a lot of diodes. He used to bring a lot of magnetic stuff. I remember buying a magnetic cock ring from Dr. Blair for sexual things, but Dr. Blair was that man, he was Aquarius. So you know how we roll, he said, and he gave it to me, and it worked. It was a magnetic ring. But go to the metacenter2.com. That's the Meta META Center CENTER, the number 2.com, and you'll find some of Dr. Blair's book. I do have one of Dr. Blair's books. I believe they're $30 online. And each one of his books, I believe, are lectures that has been transposed or transcribed, pardon me, transcribed into book form. So make sure you go to the Meta Center. I believe they're still selling a lot of the products in regards to Dr. Blair and the magnets and the diodes that he used to use. So like Sister Sharifa Martinez says, Dr. Blair opened up my mind and has made it possible for me to understand the study of metaphysics. I plan to be there in September. Thank you very much, Sharifa. I plan to see you there too. I'm doing it on the 22nd because he was born under the number 4, and September is one of his high power months, and 4 is one of his high power numbers. So I'm doing everything on a mathematical level. You got to understand why I do what I do. And it's $13 in advance if you go to the Eventbrite, because he was born on the 13th. It's $13 in advance or before 4 o'clock. I'm working on the 4s because in numerology, 4 deals with structure. 4 deals with construction, building. 4 also deals with technology. And we will be live streaming it on Joel Benjamin's live stream. Like I said, if you want to get your early bird tickets, or get there before 4 p.m., it's $13. If you don't want to go through PayPal, if you don't want to go through Eventbrite, you can come to PayPal and pay me through PayPal to get on the PayPal list, $13, or Cash App. You can also do that. It is very important that wherever you are, and if you have accountable elders that you really love and respect, throw a celebration for them. Even if they're alive or even if they've transitioned, throw a celebration for them. If you knew of Dr. Ben or Dr. Clark or Asa Hilliard or Amos Williams or Francis Cress Wilson, Amos Wilson or Francis Cress Wilson, if you have a love and they meant something to you, show them some love. Set them up on your altar. If you can't throw an event, set them up on your altar of higher respect for the elders and give them that respect. Download that energy to you, because that energy is going to be used for any information that they provide through book form or lecture form or any type of form. It's such a blessing to have YouTube. Although madness and craziness is on YouTube or social media, if you use these social media platforms or technology for positive, then it will help you. That's what I was telling Baba Ashra Kwesi, because those who know Ashra Kwesi, he's not too much into the YouTube stuff or the social media. But I was explaining to Baba Kwesi why it's important that he share at least snippets of his dissertation about Kemet in different parts of Ethiopia that he goes to, so that information can live on through the YouTube pages, or live on through his social media, or live on through his videos. He does film them, and I told him at least set up a separate page where, and instead of him constantly taking people over there, because there's a new generation of people that has to go over there for himself, but not just to go see it, but we got to claim and buy back some of that land in Kemet or throughout Africa. We got to buy it back. The Chinese are doing it. Germans are doing it. America is doing it. Why are we, who are the originators of these darker hue nations, not doing the same thing? Look, I'm willing to put my money where my mouth, my money where my mouth is saying, or my mouth is saying, because it's important that we do that. Whether it's here in the Americas or whether it's in Africa, we got to have the both, because all the land mass is ours. Every one of them. It belongs to the darker hue people, whether you call yourself Cherokee Indian, whether you call yourself Blackfoot. If you read the books by William Cates or Katz on Black Indians, you'll see that Black folks and Indians were already working together and having children together. So it's as much their land as it is our land. If you study the history of the Moors or study any ancient history before that, you'll find that we was coming to America or coming back and forth from America to Africa and from east to west for years, for thousands of years. So it's all good. So back to this tribute to Dr. Blair, we have some very special guests that will be speaking. And even you, if Dr. Blair, like Sharifa just said, because she was touched by Dr. Blair and his influence, she could even get up and say something in the midst of all the speakers that I am allocating for that event. You could even get up and say something about how Dr. Blair helped guide you, because it is going to be recorded, it is going to be live streamed, and it is going to be available on DVD after the recording. So we're gonna definitely, or the private link to the live stream will be available again for like I said, a certain rate, because like I said, I want to continue to send donations to the Meta Center too. I've contacted them. I contacted the Meta Center to over 3-4 times. I have yet to hear from Tony and try to contact them again. So if any one of you know Tony over there at the Meta Center, please have him call me back. I left another message, because if he can't make it to help do the presentation, I will be happy to buy at least 20 or 30 books so I can sell at the venue, buy it from them wholesale, and then sell it at the venue so y'all can have the books and y'all can hear Dr. Words, Dr. Delbert Blair words for yourself. Read it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think we need to do. Keep on supporting these institutions, because that is an institution. He has 3 books or 3 to 4 books online at the Meta Center too. And like I've been saying, salute the elders and pray that if you do your work, that the elders or the young people will salute you, because this disconnect between the elders and the youth is not a good look. They say in the so-called scriptures, it says the older people for counsel and the young people for war. We still have to be counselors for the youth, but we still have to let the youth be the youth and let them open up the way they want to open up, but make sure they open up into the greatness that they are at a higher frequency, at a higher level, but let them open up and give them guidance, because certain things that I used to do, I can't do anymore. Certain things that the elders that used to be on this planet and this realm can't do anymore, but many of them have left information that can help guide. Many of them has left information that can help guide you, help you to understand who's who and what's what, especially people like Amos Wilson books. Of course, his books, man, Blueprint for Black Power, that book there. People like Tony Martin, who transitioned. People like Dr. Ben, Dr. Clark, Dr. Khalid. There's never been a book by Dr. Khalid. Apparently, it's supposed to be coming out under Malik Zulu Shabazz, but hasn't come out yet. But there haven't been a book with Dr. Khalid and the information of Dr. Khalid. But at least people like his son has written books. And, this information is for generations to come. So it's very important. And not only on September 22nd am I doing an event, but in October, I'm looking to do a very serious event, a very serious all-day workshop dealing with the chakras, with Sister Khadija and Brother Panic being a guest speaker, just a guest. He's not going to be the overall speaker. I really, really want to focus on Sister Khadija, because I know Sister Khadija is about healing the chakras, but especially in New York, I want to deal with the heart chakra. Why? Because in numerology, or numerovation, what I call it, numerology, the number 4, the city New York is ruled by the number 1, or connected to the number 1, and 1 rules circulation, 1 rules the heart, 1 rules the eyes, it rules high blood pressure. Those 4 things that it rules. So I want Sister Khadija to focus on the heart. So any one of you that are willing to come and to an all-day lecture with Sister Khadidra and Brother Panic. It's going to be $99 in advance. The early bird tickets will be $99. And then the late fee tickets will be $129. If you're interested, it probably will be videotaped, but it probably will not be live streamed. But if you're interested in this private all-day workshop with Sister Khadidra and Brother Panic, please text me or email me. Text me at 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. If you're interested, because she's going to be teaching on the chakra and understanding the chakras and healing the chakras. Also, she teaches classes, private classes also. But I want to bring her and Panic in just to do an all-day 7-hour workshop. Really 6 hours, 1 hour, but also Q&A and question and answers and being able to deal with them so you can get the benefit of both of them, but more dealing with Sister Khadidra, because I believe what she has to offer is going to be very healing. I bought her book. I bought Panic's book. I love Brother Panic. I love Sister Khadidra, and especially because she's born under that old soul energy of the 17. She's born under 17. She's born under that legacy leaving number. She's born under that old soul number, that 1 and 7 equals 8, which is that legacy build and destroy number. And also it's an old soul number. So Khadidra, I believe, has a certain energy, and it's only going to be 50 to 60 people allowed at $99 or $129, $130. It's going to be only 50 to 60 people allowed, and it's going to be a private all-day, no holds bar. But it's going to be, I know she wants to do a PowerPoint, but I'm trying to decide what date in October, because October 26 and 27 are the two dates that she gave me. However, I might have something going on that day, but if I can come by the end of this month, I will know definitely. But if you are interested, please text me that you want to say I want to be in that private all-day lecture or all-day workshop with Sister Khadidra and Brother Panic. Like I said, the focus is on the woman. The focus is on the Sister Khadidra and heart chakra healing. That's the focus, because many of us have gone through pains that needs to be helped and needs to be brought out through that heart chakra. Many of us have been affected. I myself have been affected by the heart chakra, or the heart situation, especially dealing with loved ones, dealing with my mother, dealing with my father, and dealing with family members, and all those things that I went through, all dealing with heart energy. So Sister Khadidra wants to focus on the heart energy, and we need brothers and sisters to be there. So if you're interested, once again, text me your full name and date of birth, either via WhatsApp, or you can text me if you're in the United States. Text me 347-496-1022 if you're interested in coming to that all-day workshop with those two in the building. And November the 24th, not the 24th, November the 10th, I'm celebrating my 24th celebration in production and promotion. That's 24 years in production and promotion. And I could say I've enjoyed a certain amount of success coming from the music industry, the reggae world, the Caribbean world, being on radio and television and all that type of stuff. I've enjoyed a certain amount of success and had to learn to translate that success into finance, because I was never good at finance at one time, but I learned to balance it out and be able to still take care of myself and what my family and all that, and what those who need it. And when they ask if I have it, I let them know I have it. What I don't have, but back in the day, it was really a struggle, because those days you're doing it for the fame, you're doing it for that, you're not doing it for the fortune. But fame and fortune goes together. So 24 years in production and promotion. I have some great speakers that I want to have. Last year I had Renoko Rashidi, I had Baba James Small, and Baba Leonard Jeffries. Live performance by Kimbada last year. I had Red Pill and Blue Pill premiere their video, and we had Sister Mother Yendez give a opening meditation and libation, and we had Brother Samuel El Arape, and one of the guest hosts was Dr. Sister Angela Anaton. She was one of the guest hosts and brought people on. And I had some of the sacred womb dancers come in also and did a live womb dance experience. So this year, I'm going to have probably 6 speakers. I've already confirmed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I confirmed all 6. Okay, I think I confirmed all 6 of them so far. I'm going to make the announcement on September 1st, and the tickets goes on sale. The early bird tickets goes on sale on the September 1st on Eventbrite.com. That's King Simon Productions.eventbrite.com. Okay, so I see people are texting me already. Isn't this nice? Let's see. Okay. I see people texting me already. Oh wow, brother Panic just texted me. So via Instagram. Let me see. Welcome, brother. Okay, he sent me something. I said, thanks, King. As well, this is Brother Polite. Today is his birthday. I hit him up early this morning. I know he's in California. Hit him up. Happy birthday to Brother Polite. Today is August the 10th. And he said, welcome. He said, thanks, King. So I sent him a happy birthday greetings. I keep in contact with people. And big up to Nubian Goddess. She sent me some stuff. Big up to Unapologetic Asma. She sent me some greetings also. Big up. You could always hit me up on Instagram, DM me at Instagram. That's King Simon Productions at Instagram, King Simon Productions at Instagram, and Numeroversity at Instagram. So these are the events that I got come up. Like I said, tribute to Dr. Blair, featuring people like Ankh Rising Sun, Red Pill and Blue Pill, Sister California, Elder Bishop Renee, Ross Ben, and Joel Benjamin. And remember, we will be live streaming on Joel Benjamin's show. Now, since I'm on live, it just makes sense for me to do some numbers, right? It makes sense to get into some numbers business, right? Early in the morning. Okay, let's get into some numbers business, some numerology stuff early in the morning since I'm up live with my peoples. So, what's so interesting is that we're in a number 3 year. And if everybody remembers that what I said about the 3 year from last year going into this year, that this will be the number of expression, exposure, and expansion on a positive and a negative level, but it's also the number of recklessness, the number of scandals, a number of multiple things dealing with that 3 can go down that rabbit hole, either, like I said, positive, negative. So let's deal with you as an individual and what year you're in and what year you may be going into. Okay, so if you do want to do a quick numerology thing with me while I'm on YouTube, I'll let you even call in if you want to call in. If you want to call in and talk to me, I do have a call-in number that you can call in. I do have a call-in line that you can call me at. The call-in line is 347 745 6828. That's 347 745 6828. If you want to call in and give me your numbers and let me break down this year and going into next year, I have no problems with that right now. You can call in right now at 347 745 6828. Let's call in. Let's do this. Let me get some paperwork. Like I said, I love doing what I love to do. So if you're willing to get that call in, please call in and let's do the numerology for you, your birthday, real quick, and see how things are working for you and how we can help you to be better in what you do. So I am open. The phone lines are open again. The number is 347 745 6828. That's 347 745 6828. If you want to go down the health line, if you want to go down, you want to do something for your children, please, let me see. We go down that line. Greetings, production. Greetings.
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, turn down your computer sound, girl, so we can get it good. Turn down your computer so we can the sound, at least the speaker, so you don't get a feedback. Okay.
Okay, you got it.
Okay. What's up? How can I help you, sister?
So I am Sharifa, and
hey, Sharifa.
Hey, I met you the other day at Baba Valentine's.
Yes. Right.
Yes.
Right.
So
yes.
It's a pleasure meeting you.
Pleasure meeting you. Now, what day and month are you? What month and day are you born?
9/7, September 7th.
9/7. Okay. Now look, Sharifa. Now, before your birthday comes in, you're going to be going into what we call the 52-day critical cleansing cycle. Okay. Very important that you recognize this. Why I say that, because in Rosicrucian numerology, and I want to share this with everybody while you're on the phone. In Rosicrucian numerology, they go through a 52-day period throughout the year. So every 52 days represents something. But one of the most major important cycles that you're going in is a 52-day cycle. And what is so interesting about that cycle, if you was a certain age or too old, I would always say, watch out for your health. Watch out for how what their health is all about, because many people have transitioned in their 52-day cycle. Like Dick, not Dick Gregory, but Sister Frances Cress Wells, and she was in her critical cycle. Dr. Blair was in his critical cycle when he died. When people are at a certain age, going into their 80s and all that, I always say to the family members, monitor what's going on. But in your particular position, it's all about detoxing and cleansing and getting rid of people, places, and things you no longer need to be around prior to your birthday, because your birthday is actually what we call your new year, your personal new year. So before your new year, get rid of some stuff, get rid of some people, so you'll be open for what's to come in the new year that's coming. And what's so interesting, when your reputation cycle kicks in on your birthday, you'll be going into a number 10-year cycle. So this is all about new beginnings, new people, new business, new job, new movements, new travel, whatever new, but you still got to do the cleanse. You still got to do the cleansing work. You understand? Does it make sense?
It absolutely does. I've been doing the same thing for 19 years, and I'm finally going to change positions after 19 years of doing the same work.
That's the new beginnings. It's all about getting that new beginnings, darling. It's all about the new. So you're feeling the energy right now. It's already in it because we're already in 2019, but it will officially land on your birthday. Everything comes in gradually, just like the sun comes in gradually in the morning and then the night comes in gradually at night. That's how this thing works. It's all about being gradual. All right. So that's very important. Any other questions you wanted to ask?
No, I'm going to just take this and process what you just said and embrace it.
So. All right. Well, thank you, Sharifa. And you said you're going to be coming out to the event, right?
Yes, I will. You'll see me there.
Now, make sure you get your early bird tickets. All right. All right, sis.
Okay.
Thank you.
Will do. Thank you.
All right. Peace. That was our sister Sharifa. Like I said, the number is open. If you want to call in, you can call in right now. You call in right now. Let's do it live. I'm not going to just do it over because you texting. I want you to call in 347-745-6828. That's 347-745-6828. Yes, greetings. Greetings.
Yes, this is my website.
Hey, how you doing? Make sure you turn down your speaker, so because there's a feedback. There's going to be a feedback, so make sure you turn down your speaker so you can hear me directly over the phone. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Did you do it?
My website is 2184. Yes.
Now let's deal with the year that you're in and the year that you're going into. Okay.
Okay.
Right now, see, me and you are born February the 1st. So both of us are in our number 6 year, which is one of the crossroads of our life. We're making some decisions we have to make. You've been in your crossroads since last year. So have I. So it's all of the decisions you have to make. Like, this is a good year to think about going back to school, focusing on your health, thinking about dealing with things in your family, thinking about maintaining a certain amount of balance with your health, not just with your health, but overall things. So because you're in a sixth personal year deals with also having truth, justice, and balance for yourself, but also being able to spread it to all people. So if you find within this year people coming to you for any guidance or any type of consultation, or people telling you their business, this is one of the reasons why six is, that's why you're in the 6th year, for those type of things. But it's also a healing number. So this is a good year to get into natural health. It's also good to either write or let go of certain things that you had to deal with your family, and heal certain things that you dealt with whether the male energy of the family or the female energy, but more so the male. So if your relationship with your father or any of the men in the family wasn't strong, it's time to try to heal that. Now, I'm not telling you go kiss nobody's backside. I'm just telling you that it's all about forgiveness is the highest form of healing in a number 6 year cycle. It's all about forgiving, but most so forgive yourself and move on. Does that make sense?
Makes a lot of sense. I actually this year made up with my stepfather after almost 20 years.
Wow. And that's good for you. This is going to help you go through these crossroads. And remember, crossroads is when it's like being at the center of a crossroad. There's 4 corners, and there's a major decision that you have to make. But because you're born under the number 1 and you're born with the alignment number 3, you say you're born 1984?
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me add that up real quick. That's 2 plus 1 plus 1984 equals 1987. Now, what's so interesting about that is that your life path number is a 7. And 7 is the number of travel. 7 is the number of research. 7 is the number of spirituality. So meditation is going to be very helpful to you, getting into more of your spiritual understanding within yourself, because from this 6 year cycle, you're going into a number 7 year cycle next year. So it's all about reflecting, not just healing. You're going from healing into reflecting. So it's all about healing, yes, with family and yourself, but also it's about reflecting what you've done in your past and preparing to move forward and become successful in what you want to do. Translating a lot of your pain, pleasures, and passions into a profit. Right. Let it out. You got a lot to let out. Make sense?
Yes. And actually, I've been working on meal prep, and I'm alkaline vegan, so I've been working on my health.
Good.
I'm doing all of that, getting into the herbs and tonics.
Good. It's a good year for that. So I'm glad you called in. What's your name?
Melissa.
Pleasure meeting you. Pleasure speaking to you, my dear. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you so much.
And make sure you do a session with me. You got to do a full session. I read names and everything.
Yeah, I would love to. So it's coming through.
All right. So just when you're ready, just text me your full name and date of birth, and I'll send you all the information to send the funds, and then we can make it happen. Okay?
Perfect. Thank you so much, King Simon.
Pleasure. Have a great day. Bye-bye. Bye. This is King Simon. That's right. You can give me a call right now. I'm probably going to do it for a few more minutes. You can call me right now. Let's do it live. I'm not just going to do it over the thing. Let me plug this in because my thing is about to die. Hold on. Thing is about to die. Computer about to die. Somebody calling me from Texas. Let me see. Yes, greetings. Please turn down your speaker so you cannot get a feedback. Turn down your speaker. Greetings. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing? How's everything?
Things are good. I'm hoping this is going to be a great year.
Oh yeah. Well, when is your birthday? When is your birthday?
My birthday is January 4th, 1960.
1960. Okay. Hey, girl, what's up? Now, Now, what's so interesting about this year for you going into next year, which is as a matter of fact, let me break that down real quick. So 6, 7, 8. You're in a number 8-year cycle going into a number 9-year cycle next year. Now, 8-year cycle is a very interesting cycle because it's usually known as the money cycle. It's usually known as the money executive moves and all that kind of cycle. If you haven't been getting money from certain situations that you set up along the years to come, that means you might be losing money from old bills and things coming, like past debts might be coming to fruition. If you start seeing a lot of bills from, even if you have a school loan and all that kind of stuff, this is the year to really discipline yourself on how to make certain investments. See, you're born on the 4th, and 4 and 8 are the numbers of discipline. Very important that you recognize that. And you have to be disciplined with your finance in this year. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And also, this is a good year to pay attention to elders that are around you, or study elders that of things that you want to do, because there's a certain freedom that you love. You love your freedom to a certain extent, but freedom ain't always free. You just got to bear witness to that.
Right.
And because you're born under number 4, you hold things in a lot. You're a very deep thinker. You're very meticulous. You keep certain things in your head when you're really supposed to let it out. You got to free it up, because the Capricorn energy is the make it happen energy. You're supposed to make it happen. Anything you do, you're supposed to make it happen, but don't talk your way out of things. Stop talking your way out of things and start talking your way into things. Now, you're born in 1960, correct?
Yes.
Now, that adds up to 1965. So the 1 plus the 9 plus the 6 plus the 5 equals 21. You are also a writer as far as your life path is concerned, whether you write poetry, whether you deal with art, anything dealing with expression. Also, it tells me that you used to love to dance, or you love good music. It tells me you love, especially old school music. You love that. You love that stuff. That's your thing. So it's very important that what you've gained throughout your life, that what you have without your life, because Capricorn connected to the 8 is one of those old soul and let's say entrepreneurial signs, but it's an old soul energy that you're supposed to bring old things into a new body, so to speak. Bring old methods. Okay. So it tells me that you're supposed to write, and you're supposed to write your ideas down and turn them into something. You're supposed to leave some type of legacy. What are you waiting for? You're supposed to leave a legacy.
Yeah, oh my God, this is so on point. Oh my goodness.
Well, I hope you do a full reading with me one day, because I do the names and the birthdays and everything. I get in. I really go in for an hour, especially an hour. I always tell people do the hour, because you get it recorded, and then you get to listen to it over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
yes, absolutely. And I'm going to do it when we hang up.
Text
me.
Do
it. I'll send the information so we can get it scheduled.
Thank you very much, and you have a great day. Okay.
Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you. That's my sister. She called, and she born the same day as Sarah Sutanseti, which is very interesting to me. Born the same day as Sarah Sutanseti. My good friend there. So big up to him, and big up to that sister that just called me, that's born. And big up to the sister before that, born February the 1st. The other sister, she just called me. She's born January the 4th. Let me take another caller. Somebody calling from New York. Yes, turn down your radio, turn down your speaker so you cannot get this feedback. Good afternoon, good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, nice and beautiful too.
Hey, what's up, my brother? And when is your birthday, bro?
My birthday is 11/15/1978.
Oh, 11/15/1978, man. You know who you born the same day as Forrest Whitaker. Interesting. You know what's so funny about that? Forrest Whitaker is a martial artist.
Yes.
And he's also into the spiritual system. I believe he's a Babalao or something. I believe one of the elders told me that before, which is interesting. So definitely spirituality. You're definitely an old soul. You're definitely still one that loves the old school music, still have old school ways. You love education. Does that make sense? You love to learn.
Yes, 100%.
And then now the year that you're going into, because you're still resonating in the 2018 energy because you're born towards the end of the year. So the year that you're going into, the year that you're in now, eight, that's a nine. You're in a number 1 year cycle yourself. So this year, since your birthday came in, it was all about new beginnings, making certain new moves, doing new things. And if you didn't do that, you still have a chance to do that, because right now you're in your expansive years, expanding beyond where you're at, moving up to a next level. But you still got to put in that work, because that 15 is that magical number that adds up to 6, that deals with balance, harmony, truth, but also dealing with your health. Maintaining your health is also going to be very important coming into this next year. Taking care of your throat area, taking care of your lung area, taking care of those different parts of your body, all the extremities leading down to your sexual organs. Those are going to be very important to protect. Also, drinking a lot of water is going to be very important. And because you have an alignment number that adds up to a number 8, is because, and something is leading me to health because of your number. Your number, my intuition said go into health. Protecting your intestine is very important. Going to get into any type of service orientation or anything dealing with service. Help children out, help young people. Go into helping young people, because you got that 6 energy that says you're supposed to help people and be of service to people. That makes sense. You all right?
Yeah. Everything is on point.
Okay, you sound. You all right, brother? You're going through some stuff. I hear. Okay, my brother. Don't worry, brother. You're gonna make it happen. Just because you're born under that number 2 and your life path is a number 6, healing from past family issues is also going to be very helpful to you, my brother. Healing.
Okay.
Because 6 is, like I told the sister before, 6 is the healing number. She's in her 6th year. I'm in my 6th year. It's all about healing, especially from the female part and some of the male part. Healing. Whatever male or female in your family or intimate relationship that you've had problems with, it's all about healing from that. And the way you're going to heal is by either dealing with your health, or being in circles or healing circles. Get into meditation, bro. Get into that type of stuff that helps to build your morale and keep you on point with your health, not only physically, but also spiritually, because you're born in 1978, right? 7 plus 8. Now that year adds up to a number 7, adds up to 25, which is a 7. So you're very good at observing and listening to people more than you talk. But it just tells me that you've gone through stuff early in your lifestyle, in your lifetime, that you've gone through your strife and your trials early in your life. But there's always a healing modality to come. In other words, the 7 year that you're born, because in numerology, that the year represents what you're going to be doing as you're going into your older age. So it represents that you need to get more into understanding your inner self and start healing from within, because you have those healing numbers. You have people. Have you ever noticed throughout your life that people come and tell their whole life to you, tell their whole life story to you? Absolutely. That's your numbers, bro. That is your numbers. You are a counselor. You are a nurturer. You give people the benefit of doubt, and sometimes people misuse your trust because you require loyalty. You know what I'm saying? So be loyal to yourself first, and then let your loyalty shine. So you always got to be mindful of the circle and people who you let come into your circle. Make sure you do a full reading with me, man. We got to get in, man. Got to get in. Cause I can feel this energy, because you about to bring tears to my eyes, brother. I can feel this energy. Thank you, brother. Thank you for calling in, man. But make sure you text me your full name and date of birth, and let's get it in. All right? All right, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. See, when in metaphysics, when men start shedding tears, those are very healing energies. So, brothers, it's all right to let go. Sometimes men cry in the dark, like Michael Basin says. Sometimes we cry in the shower. Sometimes it's still, if you can't cry in front of your woman or cry in front of your family, let it go somehow. But man, we have to let a lot of that pain and hurt go. You can feel the pain and hurt in this man, but I'm letting him know that he has the power through the numbers. The numbers are telling me he got the power. You got the power. You really got the power. We just need to learn to navigate. Numerology helps us to navigate and to guide us to be better and to do better. That's why I do numerovation. I help to motivate you with your numbers, and I give you your basic numerovational numbers pack to help guide you, because that's what numerovation means. It means motivating you with your number. With numero and then vation means motivating you with your number. So that brother that's born on the same day as Forrest Whitaker, there's a healing that had to be done with Forrest Whitaker. Just by me reading it, both of their numbers, there's a similarity. There's a similar thread. So if you want to call me before I get off this line, you can call me at 347-745-6828. That's 347-745-6828. I'm going to take one or two more callers right now. Let's go in. Let's deal with it. I'm going to deal with it. I mean, look, we're doing it on the air, so this is going to be up. I'm not asking you really your name and all that, but this is going to be up on the air that you can recall. Yes, please turn down your speaker so we won't get a feedback. Turn down your speaker. Yes, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Chief. I'm good. How are you?
How you doing, my sister?
I'm wonderful, thank you.
And when is your birthday?
My birthday is May 23rd, 1982.
May 3rd, 1982?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Now, you just had a birthday, huh?
Yes.
How was that?
It was wonderful.
Good.
It was wonderful. I really enjoyed it.
Well, what's so interesting? Let me talk 13. What's so interesting? You're in one of your crossroad years this year. You just went into a number 4 year, because what happened is that 5 plus 23 plus 2019 actually adds up to 2047. So 2 plus 4 plus 7 equals 13, which is 4. Now, this is a very powerful year, can be a very powerful year for you if you maintain discipline, if you maintain a certain structure, and maintain a certain understanding of how you need to move, because the 4 year is usually what we call getting your life together year. That's what we call it, to get your life together, to go to the next level year. This is what it's all about, because you're supposed to be running your own business. You started running your own business yet?
No.
You need to run your own, because you don't like to work for people unless you love what you do. Does that make sense?
Yes, that's what you're talking about.
You really don't like to work for people, but because your alignment number is a 28, which is a 10, which is a 1, it tells me that you need to really step out on your own. But in order for you to do that in this year, next year, and the next few years to come, because you're heading into the crossroads, you're in the crossroads of your life. 4, 5, 6, and 7 are the crossroads. Those are the 4 points, crossroads of your life. Getting yourself together, getting ready to promote after you get yourself together, taking it to the balancing yourself and structuring and disciplining yourself as you get it together, and then sailing into more finance and all the stuff that you do, all the stuff that you need to do. Now, have you tried now, what do you consider? Because you're right on the cusp. Are you consider yourself a Taurus, or you consider yourself a Gemini? What do you consider yourself?
I was always wondering about that, because I'm so close on the cusp.
Yes.
So I just always went with Gemini.
You went with the Gemini, which is interesting, because Gemini is ruled by the 5, and you sometimes you get a lot of scattered thoughts, and you're born on the 23. But in numerology, the 23 is one of the most successful number frequencies that one can have, as long as you're not scattered and all over the place. You got to put your thoughts in order. You always got to have a certain order. And you're born 1982, right?
Yes.
Now, plus 1982 equals... You also have a lot of writer's thing. You're supposed to be writing. You're supposed to be jotting down, putting things into work. You're supposed to be, when I see these 3s pop up and you got this 5, you got a lot of ideas that come to you. Have you started putting some of this stuff to work?
Yeah, a lot of notebooks.
Yeah, but
that
this is the get your life together year. So it's time to structure them now. It's time to structure. Remember, it's all right to write and let it out, but also remember, in the editing, that's where it's going to get rinsed out and then put in order. So you got to find yourself a good editor and put all of that together. And this is the time for you to do that, because You have a very interesting energy, because you would make good. You do good if you was like a travel agent. If you did a lot of travel, are you a traveler? Your passport working?
Yes.
Yeah, because you need to travel. You need to travel, because the more you travel, the more you learn. And like I said, because you're in this number 4 year cycle, don't feel limited, but just get yourself together. Just make sure everything is in order, especially with your writing. Your writing needs to be in place. You got a whole bunch of books all over the place. Girl, stop playing. Put them things in order. Stop playing and put it in order. And watch what happens. It's going to grow. And then by the next 4 years, that 8 years, when it's going to manifest, a lot of the money stuff start coming to you, especially through what you decide to do now, because you're at the crossroads of your life for the next 4 to 3 years. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much. You're so on point. That's exactly what I'm doing this year, trying to get things in order. And work on me.
Just look, even if you have to hire somebody to help you, make it happen. Don't make excuses, make adjustments. That's what I put on my Instagram and my Facebook today. Don't make excuses, make adjustments. That's all. Okay?
Okay.
All right, my sister. You be safe. Thank you. All right. Peace and love. That's what I'm talking about. The number is up there, Tom Money. Tom Money. Big up to you. 347-745-6828. That's 347-745-6828. 6828. You can call in right now. Now, I can only handle one call at a time. So if double callers come in, it is what it is. Unless I was on, unless I gave you my my conference call number, but I ain't doing that right now. Conference call is for business only, when people want to do a recording for their numerology session. But remember, you can record your sessions with me. And I get to email it to you, and you get to listen to it over. Remember, I do Numerovation. I take what I learned through numbers and my intuition and help to guide you through the numbers. The numbers help to reveal intuitive faculties to help guide you to be your very best. So I use it to the benefit to help other people. That's what it is. I'm not going to tell you about when you're going to die and when you're going to live and when you're going to do this and when you're going to do that in regards to that. I'm showing you that numerology is like a GPS. If you give me the right numbers, sometimes you know where you're going. Sometimes you need confirmation of where you're going. That's what we're here to do, help confirm certain things. So I'm going back to the phone line. This will probably be my last caller. Let me see here. Please turn down your sound, and then we can deal with this. Yes, good day. Greetings. How you doing? Hello, Texas.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, turn down your speaker so we can not get this feedback, okay? Turn down your speaker.
All right.
No problem. When is your birthday, darling?
October 19, 1987.
Woo! October 19, 1987. Lord have mercy. You know you're supposed to be running your own business, right? Why are you playing? Hello? Did you hear me?
Right now.
Say, you said what you said?
I said yes. I own business right now.
You own your own business now.
Yeah, I met you out here. I met you out here in Atlanta when you was at, I think it was Cool Breeze.
Oh, you met me at Cool Breeze? Get out of here.
Yeah, I bought your breakfast stuff out. It was me and my family. We met you out here at Cool Breeze.
Oh, wow. How you doing, girl?
I'm all right. How you been?
I'm good. You know, right now you're in the crossroads of your life, too. You're making some decisions and certain moves you got to make, huh? You know that, right?
Yeah, right.
This is the right time. Right now, you're about to go into this number 5 years, so it's all about getting into your promotions, man. It's about getting into promoting if your business hasn't been going too well, or it's just been moving on the slow motion. It's time to really it's time to really promote it and promote it on another level, more likely getting into technology and getting out there more with it. You know, because which part of Atlanta do you live? In Georgia, you live?
I'm in Jonesboro.
You're in Gainesboro?
Jonesboro.
You know, because you're born on the 19th, you know which city is even more stronger for you? Atlanta is more stronger for you. Just because. That's one of your strong cities. But now it's time. You say you're born 1987, right?
Yes.
1987. I'm going to add that up. That's 16.
That's funny
18.
you say that because I live in Atlanta, but my business is in Jonesboro.
You might have to do that. I'll reverse it. You might have to reverse. Right. You might have to reverse that. But I said you should start putting up promotional things in Atlanta for that type of business. What type of business do you do?
I have like an all-natural business, the shea butter, the incense, the essential oils. I make spiritual 7-day candles, handmade.
Yes, you should.
Copper jewelry.
You should bring at least. You can keep it in Jonesboro, but bring a business out to Atlanta. Bring. I know you live in Atlanta, but because it's out there in Jonesboro, I need you to bring also it out to Atlanta because the people out there needs help also. Think about it. They need help. And because Atlanta is going through a spiritual thing right now. And people have lost their way to a certain sense. I know a lot of people are going there for money and doing all that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of advancement going on. But behind the scenes, behind all of that advancement, there's something else happening. And what you're doing as far as spirituality is needed for people in the Atlanta area. Even more so. And because you're in that year to make that happen, this is a good year to do that for you and take that to the next level in places like Atlanta and the surrounding areas. But let's go to Atlanta with it. Let's go to Atlanta with it because it's there for you to take over. You're in that 5-year cycle of promoting and even jumping on some YouTube broadcasts, even advertising in some strong, just researching and finding out where you need to go. Because at the end of the day, the year that you're born, 1987, is also the year of the research. So anything you got to do, you got to put the research in first. Research the demographics, research the depth of it, and how you can manipulate and bring that business from one area to another, or franchise it, so to speak. Make it be in Atlanta, make it be in Jonesboro. Start putting it in Raleigh. Start getting it around, especially using the online service. That's going to be very helpful to you. Okay. Very helpful to you. Don't give up. Just keep on doing it. Just don't give up. Keep on doing it. Okay. Does it make sense? Does it make sense what I say?
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right. Just want to make sure. All right. Just want to make sure I'm making sense, my sister.
All right.
Thank you very much for your support, man. Love you. I'll be coming out there. I'll be coming out there soon. Cool Breeze is reopening too on the 24th of August.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be out there. Yeah, it's called The Breeze now, but they're going to be opening with another lounge. They're actually teaming up with another lounge. If anything, text me and I'll text you the sister's information. Okay?
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. I'll be out there, though. I might say a few words. Okay. All right.
All right. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you too, sister.
Thank you.
All right. Remember also, you can get my books. My book is on Amazon and Kindle. Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated. That's my book. Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated. You can get my books on Amazon and Kindle. Numbers Are Simple, Our Children's Health is Important. And you can get my other book called No Promotion is Bad Promotion. And I'm writing my other book on numerovation and depression. So I'm dealing with numerovation and depression. I'm writing a book right now. Let me tell you, you don't know what I have to go through to deal with these. I'm writing pen to paper, and then we're going to type it and do the editing and go to an editor and all that. So I'm writing pen to paper or pencil to paper to make it happen. So that's going to be a powerful book, Numerovation and Depression, and how to recognize depression in your family, what numbers constitute certain depression, how to look at depression from a numerical perspective, and how to motivate them to be on their highest and wisest, why you need to keep people that are going through depression on a motivational. It's just like the people born on the 6th. The only way, one of the best ways to keep a person born under the 6th, the 15th, or the 24th of the month motivated is to help them to seek balance with the spiritual and physical balance within themselves. Also, because it deals with balance, a good method through Tai Chi and educational work helps to maintain the 6's balance or help to motivate, as long as they're educating themselves with the right stuff that they're putting in head. People that's born under the 6 and the 7 energy, they always have to put the right stuff in their head, put the right stuff. But the primary numbers of depression are the 4 and the 7. So you could be in a number 4 year, or 4 month, or 4 day. You could be in a number. You could be in a number 7 year, 7 month, or 7 day. You could be born on the 7th, or the 16th, or the 25th of the month. You could be born on the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd, or the 31st of the month. Those are the numbers that can be connected to depression if they're not careful and if they don't keep their mind motivated. Like this brother or 7 Cypher said he's born on the 31st of the month. And before it reaches the 4, the 3 and the 1 has a significant meaning. That's why I tell people to read or study numbers holistically. Don't just study it one way. You got to study holistically. So if I see that 3 and the 1, I know he has to stay optimistic. He has to always stay optimistic. He always has to stay jovial with that 3 leading that number. And then the 1 dealing with saying assertive, always doing, not second guessing himself. And then it adds up to a number 4 that deals with discipline and structure. So he has to discipline the mind. That's what the 31 tells me when I see that. The 22 tells me something different. And then the 13 tells me something different because that's 31's backwards, but it tells me one thing has to be done first and then the other thing has to come about before it reaches the 4. So numerology is a very good science that can help guide you and take you to that next level to help you be your very best. So that's why I do a thing called Numerovation. I'm here to motivate people to take it. And your name reveals it. Your name reveals it, and all your names reveal it, whether it's the first, last, or middle name, that revealing it. So I'm telling you, family, it's so important that you do a numerology session with me. Like I said, I'm here to help you, just like I helped myself. You're looking at a person that almost took his life 3 times. And because I learned to understand the dynamics of the numbers after I'm able now to recognize when these depressive thoughts come in my mind. I recognize when these depressive situations start to come up. I recognize these things. So look, I've been on here for an hour. I thought I was going to be up here for 30 minutes. But for some reason, the ancestors told me to do this live because at first I did this privately and I couldn't find the private. I guess I deleted the private and it was only 30 minutes. But something told me to do this live, and that something is you people out there that needed the information. So if you do want to get a numerology session with me, please text me your full name and date of birth at 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. I only do it Mondays through Fridays from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. On the weekends, I'm busy, so you won't get it done this weekend. But during the week, while I'm here at my Dr. Africa's house, I'm not going to tell nobody. I'm not going to tell you where he lives and all that. He got like 3 locations. But Dr. Africa's house, I'm going to be hanging out with the Baba, the elder, learning and soaking in some of that information that he has dealing with health and depression and stuff. Because I'm also studying him because he's writing a book on depression. But also Dr. Africa was a mental health. He had a mental health practice at one time. Dr. Africa had a mental health practice for like 13 to 15 years. So I'm studying him also to get information for my book. I'm studying different people like Natosha. She's doing the forward for my book. And I got other people that's willing to contribute to mental health. I'm not going to take everybody. They're going to try to, because a lot of people going through mental health and going through depression. I've known people that have killed themselves because of depression. I've known people that have checked themselves into mental facilities because of depression. And ironically, the person that killed themselves because of depression was born on the 13th, which 1 and 3 is a 4. And the person that checked themselves into a mental facility was born on the 7th. Look, and these were dear, close friends of mine, mind you, very close friends of mine. I mean, close friends of mine back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So girlfriends, let's put it like that. They were my girlfriends. They were friends that I dealt with in some fashion. And one checked himself into a mental facility at least 3 times. The other one checked himself out of here, leaving 2 beautiful children, friends of mine. So it is what it is. Look, I got to get out of here. It's like 10:28 in this part of the world. And I respect all of you. I love all of you. I really, 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 really love helping people all honesty, from all over my heart, not the bottom of the heart, from all over my heart. I like helping, love helping people. Have to help myself first also. So numbers has helped me out. Astrology has helped me out. Of course, tarot has helped me out. Religious has helped me out. So remember, numerology or numerovation don't take you from your religion. It doesn't take you from your way of life. It doesn't take you from your belief. It's here just to guide you. Regardless if you get a numerology reading, a tarot reading, a spiritual reading, whatever, it's just here to guide you. As long as it's done with the most proper and most conscious and productive intentions. That's what it's here to do, help guide you. As long as it's done with the most positive and productive intentions. That's what it's all about. I got to get ready to get out of here. I love you. I respect you. Thank you. Remember, I got Dr. Delbert Blair tribute coming up on the 22nd. I got, of course, in October, I'm looking to bring Sister Khadija and Brother Panic in for all day private. That's only 50 people allowed. If you're interested to that heart chakra lecture with Sister Khadija and Brother Panic, please text me that you're interested. It's an all day, only 50 to 60 people is going to be allowed at this private all day informative Q&A workshop. All right. And then on November the 10th, my 24th celebration in promotion and production. I've been doing this for a long time. Before this was even existing. I've been doing this for a long time. I have some great hard-hitting speakers, some young, vibrant energy that we're going to bring, and I want all y'all to be able to be there. We will be live streaming it on usalivestream.com. That's usalivestream.com. We will be live streaming it. So I come from a high place. I come from a loving energy. I come from a loving space. I come from a really loving family that had their issues and had their problems because of molestation or rape or bullcrap they went through or because of abuse. But I have inherited a certain love frequency that I love to serve people and help people and guide people, because this stuff, the numerology, the Lloyd Strayhorn, of course, get Lloyd Strayhorn's book, Numbers in You. Very good. One of my teachers. Any other books that's good? This is a good book also. Numbers for Decoding Behavior by Michael Brill. Another good book to have. There's so much good numerology books. You pick what resonates with you, and that helps you to be who you can be. All right. Remember, my new book is coming out soon. I'm writing it down right now, pen and paper, doing my thing, and I'm having a good time. Remember, if you want to send if you want to do a numerovation session for at least an hour, 35 minutes to an hour, but I do suggest an hour, please text me your full name and date of birth to 347-496-1022. That's 347-496-1022. I'll say it slower. 347-496-1022. I do this because in order for us to make this world a better place, we have to make the people a better people. Numerology, astrology, all these different modalities that people might call pseudo or call this pseudoscience and all that bull crap. It's not pseudo. Mathematics is a science, and any form of mathematics is numerology, because numerology only means the study of numbers from a metaphysics perspective, from an abstract perspective, from an esoteric perspective, from whatever perspective you study numbers. That is numerology. Man, love you, respect you, and thank all those people that called, the person that was born on February 1st, the person that was born on November 15th, the person that was born on January 4th, the person that was born on October 19th, the person that was born on May the 23rd. Thank you all for participating. My brothers, person that's born on March the 31st. Thank you, 7. Somebody born Tom, Money, you born the same day as Brother Polite. Interesting. Right now, let me see. Tom, I'm going to do you last because Brother Polite's birthday is also today, and that's my brother. And right now, you're in a number 12-year cycle. This is a good year to write down your ideas, Tom. It's a good year to write down your ideas, write down your thoughts, and put them to work. Put them to work. Don't hold them in. You're in one of your expansion years. Learn to expand. It's all about expanding beyond where you are, especially when you're dealing with jobs and all that kind of stuff. It's all about expanding beyond. Even it's a good time to set up your own business. Try doing that. Set up doing something that you love, because you're born on the 10th, Tom. The 10th is the wheel of fortune. So whatever you put your mind to, it can become fortunate for you, but you have to not second guess yourself. Don't second guess yourself. Somebody said, please, 725. Look, 725, stop thinking your way out of things. Stop holding things in and keeping so much thing. Because 7 plus 25 equals 32, which is a 5. You love your freedom to be what you're going to be. You love your freedom to do what you want to do. But remember, freedom ain't always free. And you got to free your mind and free your thoughts, number 25. Yes, observe. Yes, listen. Yes, examine. But when it's time to let it out to people that you trust. Because 7 has a tendency to hold things in their mind and hold things till they get depressed or worry too much. 7 is known as the worrying number. They worry themselves, and you could worry yourself till you're sick. You could worry yourself till you're dead. That's how that works. So please, 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 number 7, write your thoughts, let it out. If you know you can't talk to nobody, you don't trust nobody, then write it out and turn those pains into something that can help heal you. Number 7, get into more meditation, infinite. Get into more meditation, get into more spiritual aspects of life and balancing it out, because that's what you need to do. And because 7 plus 25 plus 2019, you're in a number, let me see, 6, 7, 8, you're in the number 8 year. Pay attention to your ancestors. Connect with your ancestors. Please don't run away from your ancestors. Connect to those old souls that can guide you, or those people on YouTube that can guide you. Like myself, I'm guiding you through your numbers, but this is a good year for you to either deal with money, finance, or pay up the bills that you do owe, but also pay attention to the elders in your family, or pay attention to your ancestors and be guided by your ancestors, because they're part of your bloodline. Number 725, infinity. So big up to you. Dr. Blair, Dr. Sabi are the two most unacknowledged elders in today's time. Very sad. Well, Dr. Sabi is going up there, but Dr. Blair, yeah, we need to get Dr. Blair. Dr. Sabi now is resonating with everybody now. The book out. Make sure you get the book by Dr. G, Mr. G. I just bought his book. It's Dr. Sabi Book 504.com. Dr. Sabi Book 504.com. Very good read. I read it in 2 days. I knocked it right out. I could have read it straight through the night, but I had to get some rest and all that. But Dr. Sabi Book by Mr. G, very good book. Matter of fact, I will be having Mr. G up on my channel in another week or so, because my brother will do an interview with me, probably a phone interview, whatever, or I'll see if I can get him in. But definitely I will be having Mr. G on. So once again, people, if you do want to send any love gifts to me, please, you can send it via PayPal at King Simon Productions at Gmail, via PayPal at King Simon Productions at Gmail, or send it via Cash App at Cash App, $, King Simon 3158. That's Cash App. That's $, King Simon, King Simon 3158. That's King Simon 3158. If you want to send a donation, if this meant anything to you, please send a donation of whatever you can spare, because it's all helpful. Whatever you can spare is all helpful. It's all about the love gift. It's all about circulating, because I'm circulating this information basically for free online. But it's all, if the more I circulate, the more it comes back to me. See how people want to do a reading with me or do a session with me, is because I'm coming from my heart and giving it to them. And then they're reciprocating. It's all about ma'at. It's all about reciprocation. So let me get on out of here. I want to thank each and every one of you. 111. You're born the same day as Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige. Lord of mercy. The way y'all go through relationships, Lord. 11, because you're born on the 111, you need to write. You need to write, and you need to not hold in things. You need to talk. You need to let it out. If people do you wrong, let it out. People do you wrong, 111, let it out. Because 11 in numerology is the number of deception, where people could be either deceiving you or you might be deceiving others. So you got to be very careful. And because 1 plus 11 plus 2019 equals 2 and T31, that's 4, 5, 6. You're in the number 6 year, the crossroads of your life right now in the number 6 year. It's all about healing from family. It's all about dealing with your health in this year, getting into a better health regimen, taking care of your throat, your lungs, your breast, your chest, all the extremities leading down to your sexual organ is something that you have to take care of. But 6 also represents balance. You're in the crossroads in your life until 2020, 2021. Until 2021, you'll be in the crossroads of your life. So make your decisions and make your moves, whether you're going to go back to school, whether you're going to educate yourself, whether you're going to take yourself in another level with your job, your business, whatever you're getting into, you got to take it to the next level. So you have to research and make that move. 111. So have a great day, afternoon, or evening. It's your brother, King Simon. Remember, Eventbrite, KingSimonProductions.eventbrite.com, KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com, King Simon on Facebook, MC Simon on Facebook, King Simon Production on Facebook. That's the public page. King Simon Production on Instagram. Be a friend. Join my community. Let's have a big community because it's all about the journey leading into a voyage that becomes the quest. And I'm out of here. One love, one aim, one destiny, regardless of land, label, or language. There's but one creative force that surrounds us and works within us. We are gods having a human experience. Let's all enjoy this experience as we keep on going through it. And like Marcus Mosiah Garvey says, up you mighty nation, you could accomplish what you will. King Simon is out of here. Peace, love, and soul.